A very good afternoon to all of you and a warm welcome once again on the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep. I am Gaurav Gupta, my dear friends, and I hope I am clearly audible and visible to all of you. Good afternoon, Chetan. Good afternoon. Welcome on the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep. So, friends, a lot of things have happened in the last few days. We have seen the notification of MHCT examination. Testnet is already over, and we are all set to move towards the much awaited Maharashtra CET examination. So, friends, I hope all of you, those who have taken testnet, must be happy with your performance. There were some questions which were wrong in the examination, but overall, I can say that the level of the difficulty of the examination was moderate. And from a lot of students, I have got to know that a lot of things happened, a lot of things came in this examination from the videos that we have conducted in the last few days. So friends, here we are once again on the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep to help you with the preparation of our next big examination, Maharashtra CET 2023, which is scheduled to happen on 18th and 19th of March. Yes, still these are the tentative dates, but as we have already seen the notification and the last date for the application of MHCT examination is 4th of March. So we can say that yes, this year we can expect the examination to happen on 18th and 19th of March without any kind of delay in this examination. So friends, a very good afternoon to all of you. Now friends, in these sessions that we will be conducting for all of you for MHCT 2023, first of all, we'll be conducting these sessions on daily basis. Also in these sessions, we will be touching each and everything, as in today, this is already the third part of data interpretation. We'll be teaching you quantitative ability, we'll be conducting sessions on verbal, we'll be conducting sessions on logical reasoning, abstract reasoning. So we'll be touching each and every element that will be there in MHCT examination. And we'll also be teaching you, we'll also be guiding you as far as the preparation strategy for MHCT is concerned, as well as the strategy to attempt the examination is concerned. So we'll be focusing on each and every area in the upcoming days. And I wish all of you best of luck for the preparation of MHCT 2023. So friends, let us begin with this session. Now in this session, we'll be looking at some more practice questions of data interpretations, and these questions will definitely test your interpretation skills. These will test how good you are able to pick the data from the graphs that are given, and finally the most important thing, how good you are with the calculations. All right, so let us begin with this session. Now in this session, we'll be covering up three sets of data interpretation that will test your that will include bar graphs and pie charts, and we'll be taking on these sets one by one, and I want each and every one of you who is present live in the session to solve all the questions there and then immediately and post your response. All right, so we shall begin. So the first set will appear on your screen in a few moments. Please be ready with a pen and 2 or 3 sheets of paper because you will require to do rough work. Try not to use calculators while attending this session. That will help you to practice for MHCT examination, right? So the first set will appear on your screen now. The common set of directions are given. Read these directions and then I'll take you to the questions one by one. Now these are the directions that are given for the first three questions. The bar graph given below shows the marks obtained by 4 students in the school examinations for class 10th. The maximum marks that can be obtained by any student for both mathematics and physics is same, that is 800. So you are given 4 students, their marks in maths and physics are represented in the form of this bar graph. So have a look at these values. I hope you have there is no problem in picking up the values from this paragraph as already the values are written over these bars. Now we'll be looking at the three questions one by one based on the data that is given. No need to note these things down because the bar graph will be given to you with every question. One thing that you need to note down is both these papers, mathematics and physics, the maximum marks for both these are 800. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. So those students who have joined just now. Om, right now we have very less chances of exam getting postponed. So अभी तक तो कोई news नहीं है and definitely will be preparing for 18th and 19th of March. All right. Okay. So look at this question. So physics and maths, two examinations. The maximum marks is 800 for each of them. The marks for four students are given. So let's move on to question number one. So question number one on your screen now. What is the average of the percentage marks obtained by Aniket, Chandan and Dinesh in mathematics? A very simple question to start with. So you have to basically find the percentage marks, the combined percentage marks of Aniket, Chandan and Dinesh in mathematics. Quickly finish it off. Post your answer. Option A, B, C, D or E. As you know, in MHCT examination, there will be 5 options for every question. All right, so I'll give you a minute for this. Let's see who will be the first person to give me an answer. So write your answer in terms of option A, B, C, D or E. I'll give you somewhere around 1 minute for every question. What is the average of the percentage marks obtained by Aniket, Chandan and Dinesh in mathematics? So let us start solving this. So now this question is talking about these three students, Aniket, Chandan and Dinesh and their marks in mathematics. So for Aniket it is 540, for Chandan it is 600 and for Dinesh it is 700. Now, if I have to calculate their net percentage, so first of all, I'll add the marks obtained by them. So 540, 600 and 700. So it is 11 and 7, 1800, 1840. Now 1840 marks are obtained by these three students out of a total of 2400. Okay, so what you can do is either you can divide it by 3 to calculate their average marks and then convert it in the form of percentage. All right, right? ऐसा कर सकते हैं. So पहले इसको divide by 3 कर दो and then convert it in the form of percentage. So if I divide it by 3, this value will be somewhere. Okay, इसको solve नहीं करते. अब इसको अगर percentage की form में convert करते हैं. So 1840 divided by 3. Already this is the marks obtained. And the marks for each of these subjects is out of 800. So I'll divide it further by 800 and then multiply by 100. So this will be the entire calculation for this question, right? Now a lot of things will get cancelled, double zero and double zero, and 1840 divided by 3 multiplied by 8. Okay, now I'll further cancel out 8 from here. So 8 cancel kar dete hain. So 2, 3, 0. So final answer should be 230 divided by 3 and that is 76.66 or 76.67. Now Om, Port and Sankalp, three students have given me the correct answer, 76.67. That is option B is the correct answer for this question. All right. Now let's move on to next question, question number 2. Now, if Rajat, one of the friends of Chandan, so now they are talking about another student, Rajat, who is the friend of Chandan, obtained 20% more marks in mathematics and 30% more marks in physics than Chandan. Then find the difference between the marks obtained by Rajat and Bipin in both the subjects taken together. A very simple question. Now, first of all, they have given a way to find out the marks of Rajat, as Rajat marks are compared with Chandan. And then after that, once you have got the marks of Rajat in both the subjects, then you will have to calculate the difference between the total marks obtained by Rajat and Vipin in both the subjects. Yes. So let's see again who will be the first person. All right, nice. I've already started getting the answers. Come on, जल्दी solve करो. Now बहुत easy questions हैं ये. These are the questions which are solely based on the application of percentages. So अगर percentages की अच्छी knowledge है तुम सबको, then you will be able to do these questions in a much faster way. ठीक है? So let's look at the marks of Chandan and calculate the marks of Rajat. Now question बोल रहा है one of the friends of Chandan who is Rajat obtained 20% more marks in mathematics as compared to Chandan. अब चंदन के मैथमेटिक्स में मार्क्स कितने हैं 600 ना 20% मोर सो 600 को मुझे क्या करना है मुझे 20% से इंक्रीज करना है आई हैव टू इंक्रीज 600 बाय 20%. अब 600 का 20% कितना होता है 600 का 20% सो 10 परसेंटेज इज 60 सो 20 परसेंटेज उसका डबल हो जाएगा दैट इज 120. इफ आई एड दीज टू आई गेट 720. So 720 will be the marks of Rajat in mathematics. ठीक है. Next consider करते हैं marks in physics. So Chandan has scored 450 in physics और रजत के मार्क्स इससे 30% ज्यादा हैं. So पहले 30% of 450 कैलकुलेट कर लेते हैं. So 450 is the number. इसका 10 परसेंटेज कितना होगा 45. So 30 percentage will be 3 multiplied by 45. Okay, सिंपल कैलकुलेशन है. So 45 को 3 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे कितना आ जाएगा 135. Alright, so let's add these two numbers. So 450 में 135 add कर दिया, so it will become 585. So 585 will be the marks of Rajat in physics. So maths में marks है 720 and physics में marks है 585. If I'll add these two, so the total marks obtained by Rajat will be 720 plus 585. And that is 1305. Okay, so Rajat के total marks पता लग गए 1305. Done. Now I have to find out Bipin's total marks. So Bipin का total marks कितना है 600 plus 610, that is 1210. Now I have to look at the difference between these two. So the difference between these two, simple, it is among the options. So 1305 minus 1210, the difference will come out to be 95 marks. Okay, so 95 should be the correct answer for this question. So option C is the correct answer. Yes, it is the correct answer. So Om, Girish, Chetan and Akshay have given the correct answer. Sankalp, I hope you have understood what mistake you have done. Okay, चलिए आगे चलते हैं जल्दी से. Question number 3, the third and the final question of this set, and then after that we'll move on to the next set. By what percentage are the total marks obtained by Dinesh more than that obtained by Chandan in both physics and maths taken together, in both the subjects taken together? Okay, so calculate the total marks of Dinesh, calculate the total marks of Chandan, and find out the marks obtained by Chandan are what percentage more than the marks obtained by, marks obtained by Dinesh is what percentage more than the marks obtained by Chandan. Come on, do it quickly. Okay, so I'll slowly start. Fine. Meanwhile, you all can give me the final answer. So I've already started getting the answer. Chetan has given one answer. So Chandan, so first of all, the student is Chandan. Chandan has scored a total of 600 plus 450, that is 1050, is the sum of the marks scored by Chandan. Next is Dinesh. Dinesh has scored 700 plus 650, that is 1350. Okay. Now my question is, marks obtained by Dinesh are what percentage more than that of Chandan. So if I write the expression, A is what percentage more than B. A is what percentage more than B. If this is the kind of statement that is given to you, then what we have to actually calculate in this? Let us understand this. A is what percentage more than B. अब स्टेटमेंट को रीड करके तो समझ में आ रहा है ना कि A का वैल्यू B के वैल्यू से ज्यादा है. A is how much more than B. So A is more than B. Clear. So A B से कितना ज्यादा है? So if I want to find out the value by which A is more than B, it will be the difference of A and B. All right. Now I have to divide it by the value of B because the question is asking me to compare the difference with the value of B. So statement को ठीक से read करो. A is what percentage more than B. Okay, so comparison B से करना है multiplied by 100. So this is what we have to calculate for this question. Okay. Now the question is marks obtained by Dinesh. So A, this value will become the marks of Dinesh, that is 1350. More than B, this value will become the marks of Chandan, that is 1050. So we have to find out 1350 is what percentage more than 1050. So अब इनका difference लिखेंगे सबसे पहले. So the difference between these two values is 300 and I'll divide it by the value of B, that is 1050 multiplied by 100. Okay. Now multiply 100 लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. So we can use the fractions here. So 0 and 0 will get cancelled. Then if I'll cancel out 5 or let's cancel out 15. So 15 अगर cancel out किया तो 2 and denominator में 7 आ जाएगा. So as a fraction it is 2 by 7. Now, can all of you tell me what is the percentage equivalent of 1 by 7? I'll give you 5 seconds to write it. What is the percentage equivalent of 1 by 7? Let's see how many of you can write this. 1 by 7 का percentage equivalent कितना होता है? Come on. So 1 by 7 is 14.28 percentage. Now 1 by 7 अगर 14.28 percentage है तो 2 by 7 should be double of that. तो इसको double कर दो 28.56 percentage. So correct answer, final answer should be 28.56. Now I have one of the options, that is option C, which is 28.56. So Nikhil, Girish and Om have written the values. So Om, थोड़ा सा correction कर लो बस. 14.28 होता है. It is not 14.23. It is 14.28. But good that you have written this value, right? So 2 by 7 is 28.56 and the correct answer should be option C. Now friends, it's a very frank advice to all of you, a very useful advice to all of you to remember percentage equivalence of fractions. Now, if you can do that and if you can remember percentage equivalence of fractions, let's say up till 20, okay, then it will save plenty of time for all of you in such calculations. So as you can see that मैंने क्या किया, इसको fraction में convert किया, 2 by 7 लिखा, and since I remember 1 by 7 कितना होता है, so it has saved my time in calculating this 2 by 7 or maybe 200 by 7. अब 200 को 7 से डिवाइड करता, आंसर यही आता 28.57, but it would have taken 10 to 15 seconds, right? Or maybe more than that. Now, in case you want to save your time, then please, before examination, just remember some percentage equivalence of fractions. Abhishek is asking, sir, what will be the number of options in MHCT? Abhishek, the number of options will be 5 in MHCT. So that is why, like, Abhishek, we are conducting sessions for MHCT. So we'll be basically following the format as well as the level of difficulty that you are going to see in the actual examination. ठीक है? चलो आगे चलते हैं. Let's look at the second set for the day. The answer for this question is option C. Set number 2 is a pie chart. So the next 3 questions, question number 4, 5 and 6 are based on this pie chart. So question number 4, 5 and 6. The pie chart given below shows the percentage distribution of the total number of students who have cleared MHCT exam from 5 different states. Maharashtra, Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan and Bihar. These are the 5 states which are given to you. Now, don't forget to read all the information that is given above or below the graph. So there is one very important information. Girish, we will be conducting a session almost every day. There will be some days on which we'll be having more than one session. All right. So we will continue this series, but you also continue attending these sessions. All right. So below the graph, it is given that the total number of students appearing for MHCT exam from the 5 states, from these given 5 states, okay, are 18,000. Okay, so total number is 18,000. That belongs to these 5 states only. There may be other states from which student would have appeared or cleared the examination. Okay. Swati, as far as exam date is concerned, so we have a tentative examination date as per the official website, which is 18th and 19th of March. Okay. Also, all the students, please note that the notification of MHCT is out and the last date for application is 4th of March. So please don't wait for the last date. You have time today. Why not apply for this examination today only, because we are sure that we'll be taking this examination. Okay. So last date का wait मत करो. आज ही अभी ये वाला सेशन खत्म होते के साथ ही अपना एप्लीकेशन फिल कर दो MHCT के लिए. Okay. All right, so the data is clear, a pie chart is given, and the percentage breakup of the number of students is given. Total number of students is given as 18,000, right, for these 5 states. Let's look at the first question related to this pie chart. Question number 4 on your screen. If the ratio of the number of boys to that of girls who are selected in MHCT exam from Maharashtra is 5:1, then find the number of girls who are selected in the exam from Maharashtra. Sankalp, both 18th and 19th of March. So the exam happens in different slots. Okay. All right. So any answer for this one? All right. Now, friends, it's a small suggestion to all of you. Those who are watching this session live, I can see around 30 students are watching this session live. Only a few of these 30 students are solving these questions and giving the answers. So please utilize the time that you are spending in watching this session, and I want simultaneously all of you should be solving these questions. Okay? So please utilize this time, solve these questions, post your answer. Wonderful to see a response from plenty of you. So Maharashtra, total number of students is 10% of 18,000, right? And that is 1800. So total number of students is 1800, and this is divided among girls and boys. So boys is to girls ka ratio given hai 5:1. Now the question is asking us to find out the number of girls. So if the ratio is 5:1, I have to find out the part of 1. So girls ka number kitna ho jayega? It will be 1 divided by 6 multiplied by 1800. All right. So simple question. The correct answer is 300. That is option D, and it is given correctly by all of you, those who have given the answer. Wonderful. Good. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 5. Quickly solve this one and give me the same kind of response that you have shown for the previous one. If the ratio of number of students who cleared MHCT exam in Gujarat to Haryana is 5:4, then find the ratio of the number of students who cleared MHCT examination in Haryana to Uttar Pradesh. So Haryana is not mentioned in this pie chart. So using the value of Gujarat, you need to calculate the value of Haryana and then find the ratio of Haryana and Uttar Pradesh. All right. Come on. Such an easy question this is. All right. Great. So already started getting the answers. Chalo, solve karte hain. Now, Gujarat to Haryana, the ratio is 5 upon 4. Now, the percentage breakup for Gujarat according to this pie chart is 25 percentage. All right. And I'll leave it blank for Haryana. So 5 upon 4 is equal to 25 upon Haryana. So in terms of percentage, the value for Haryana should be 20 percentage. 20 percentage of 18,000. So understand that I'm not converting it in the number of students. I'm leaving it in terms of percentage. So if Gujarat is 25 percentage of 18,000, then Haryana will be 20 percentage of 18,000. All right. Now next is UP. So Uttar Pradesh, the percentage is according to the pie chart 20 percentage. So I can see that the breakup for Haryana and Uttar Pradesh is absolutely same. That is 20%. So the ratio will come out to be 1 is to 1 and that is option B. Okay. So ये question बहुत easy था. The ratio is 1 is to 1. All the students who have given a different answer, please check your mistake, and in case you have any kind of confusion, please do ask me. Please put forward your doubt, and जो भी डाउट है, अगर किसी का गलत आंसर आया है एंड डाउट है आपको, सो प्लीज अपना डाउट लिखो, पोस्ट योर डाउट एंड आई टेक दैट डाउट. ओके. Meanwhile, let's look at the next question, question number 6. So this is third and final question of this set, and after that we'll move on to another set. What is the difference between the average number of selected candidates in Gujarat and Uttar Pradesh and that of Maharashtra, Rajasthan, and Bihar? So you have to find out the average for Gujarat and UP, and then you'll have to find out the average for Maharashtra, Rajasthan, and Bihar, and then find out the difference between them. Sid, is the reception clear, guys? All of you, are you able to hear me? Is the reception fine? Am I clearly visible and audible to all of you? Yes, I believe everything is fine. So we can continue with this question. What is the difference between the average number of selected candidates for Gujarat and UP, and then for Maharashtra, Rajasthan, and Bihar? Okay, so Sarika has already given an answer for this one. Okay, Chetan, thank you. चलिए start करते हैं. So first of all, I have to find out the average number of selected candidates for Gujarat and Uttar Pradesh. Now Gujarat, the percentage breakup is 25 and UP it is 20 percentage. Now initially I'll keep all the numbers in terms of percentages and I'll not calculate the actual number of selected candidates. ठीक है? Now for Gujarat and UP, the total percentage is 25 plus 20, that is 45, divided by 2 will give you the average percentage breakup, which will be 22.5 percentage. Okay, I'm still not calculating the number of candidates. Then for the next three states, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, and Bihar, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, and Bihar, their average will be their sum divided by 3. So their sum, earlier the sum was 45, so they will have the remaining percentage. So it will be 55 divided by 3 percentage. All right. So 55 divided by 3 will be 18 1 by 3 percentage, right? Now I'll calculate the difference between these two percentages. Okay, the difference between these two percentages. So difference will be 4 1 by 3 percentage. Okay, 4 1 by 3 percentage, or I can write it as 13 upon 3 percentage of 18,000. I'll repeat it. So first of all, I've calculated the average percentage for Gujarat and UP, and then I calculated the average percentage for Maharashtra, Rajasthan, and Bihar. Then taking the difference between these two, the difference came out to be 4 1 by 3 percentage, and that is 13 by 3 percentage of 18,000. Now just calculate this. 2.5, 1.5, ठीक है. So 13 upon 3 percentage, I believe I have done it correctly. Alright. So अब इसको solve करना है and you will get your answer. Okay. एक बार दोबारा check कर लेते हैं. 18 1 by 3. So no, मैंने कुछ गड़बड़ कर दिया है. So it will not be 4 1 by 3. It will be 4 1 by 6. 4 1 by 6. Okay. So 4 1 by 6 normal fractions में convert करते हैं. It will be 25 upon 6 percentage of 18,000. ठीक है, अब calculate कर लो 25 upon 6 percentage. So 25 upon 6 into 100 into 18,000. 00 cancel, and here it is 3. So 750 will be the final answer, and the final answer is option E, given by 1 2 3 students. Okay, so the correct answer here is 750. That is option E, right? Let's move on to the next set, the third and the final set for the day. And this set will have 6 questions attached to this. So have a look at it. Not a very difficult set, but the number of questions is 6. So the bar graph given below shows the number of orders delivered by 3 different companies: Amazing, Flipjar, and Myntr, on 5 different days of a week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So 3 companies are given. The number of orders delivered by these 3 companies over the 5 days period is given in this bar graph. Okay, that's it. A very simple piece of information. So we are good to go directly to the questions. So question number 1 on your screen now. Quickly find out the answer. This should not take more than 30 seconds. On how many days of the week is the total number of orders delivered by all 3 companies together is less than 1500? On how many days total number of orders delivered by all the 3 companies put together is less than 1500? You'll have to tell me the number of days on which this has happened. So option A, B, C, D, E. Which option is the correct option? All right, Nikhil. So question is pretty simple, straightforward. We'll have to look at the sum of all the orders on every day. Okay, and check if it is greater than 1500 or less than 1500. Now on the first day, 600, 500 and 500, that is 1680. So 1680 is the sum. Though I don't need to calculate the exact sum, I can just observe these 3 values. All of them are greater than 500. So obviously their sum will be greater than 1500. Okay. In the second case, I have 600 and 400 and then 500. So 1500 to already ho chuka hai. 1560 is the sum. So it is also not that day. The third day, 550 and 450 is 1000, 1350, 1350. This is less than 1500. So this is the first day on which this has happened. The next, all the 3 values are greater than 500. The sum will be greater than 1500. Again, for the last day, again, all the 3 values are greater than 500. So the sum will be greater than 1500. So I have only one day, that is a Wednesday, on which this has happened. So the correct answer for this question should be option C. That is a Wednesday. Okay. All right. Question number 7 it was. Let's move on to question number 8. Question number 8, I want all of you to solve this. The average number of orders delivered by Amazing, Flipjar and Myntr together on Tuesday is what percentage less than the average number of orders delivered by all three companies together on Monday? So Tuesday and Monday के orders को compare करना है and you'll have to find out Tuesday's orders are what percentage less than that of Monday. All right, Indian, first one to give an answer. Good. So let me calculate the averages for these 2 days. Okay. Now for Monday, what is the sum? We have already calculated it earlier. 15, 16, 1680. 1680 is the sum. So the average will be 1680 divided by 3. Okay. So that is 560. So 560 is the average number of orders delivered on Monday. Now, same thing to be done for Tuesday. So Tuesday, the sum is 1560 divided by 3. So 1560 divided by 3 will be 520, right? So now we have to find out Tuesday is what percentage less than Monday. So 520 is what percentage less than 560. So first of all 520 560 से कितना कम है? 40 कम है and divided by than 560 लिखा हुआ है, so denominator will be 560. Okay, so let's simplify this fraction. So 0 cancel किया तो 4 upon 56 and then 4 cancel हो जाएगा. It will come out to be 1 upon 14. Okay, now previously in today's session only you have told me what is 1 by 7. Now 1 by 7 कितना होता है? It is 14.28 percentage. Okay. Now 1 by 7 को अगर मैं 2 से divide कर देता हूँ, I'll get 1 by 14. So 1 by 14, its percentage equivalent will be half of 14.28. So 14.28 को half कर दो, 7.14 percentage will be the correct answer for this one. So 7.14 percentage, that is option B is the correct answer. Now this answer is correctly given by only handful of the students. क्या हुआ यार? What happened? There are a lot of students now who have joined in and only 5 or 6 students are giving the answers. So again, क्या मुझे उठाना पड़ेगा क्या सबको? Come on friends, you all are watching this session. So please don't waste but utilize your time. So अगर सामने बैठे हो, live session में बैठे हो, so it's better to solve each and every question. Okay, let's move on to question number 9 with this. Question number 9 में एक simple ratio calculate करना है. So what is the ratio of the sum of the number of orders delivered by all three companies together on Tuesday to the sum of number of orders delivered by Amazing and Flipjar on Friday? So carefully understand which ratio you will have to consider. Okay. You must not take more than 45 seconds to get the answer of this one. All right. Again, Indian is one student who has been giving the quickest answers. Good. Okay. So simple question है, देखते हैं. So sum of the number of orders delivered by all three companies on Tuesday. So Tuesday का already हम sum calculate कर चुके हैं. So 1560, 1560, right? And then for Friday we don't have to consider all three companies. We just have to consider Amazon and Flipjar. So for Friday, 510 and 560. So the sum of the two companies that are given in the question for Friday will be 1060. So 0 cancel हो जाएगा तो 156 divided by 106 and then 2 cancel करके 78 and 53. So 78 is to 53, that is option D is the correct answer for this question. So question number 9, correct answer is option D. All right. Next question, question number 10. Okay, one request to all of you before you start solving this question number 10. If you're liking this session, please do press the like button. If you want me to conduct many more sessions like this in the future, please do press the like button. Just to motivate me, please do press the like button. Come on. So there are around 30 students in this session and only 20 likes. So come on, people, those who have not liked this session, please do press the like button. Now, if Azio, which is another company, delivers 10%, 20%, and 40% more orders than Flipjar on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, respectively, then the average number of orders delivered by Azio on these 3 days is equal to which of the following? Carefully. So first of all, you'll have to look at the values of Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for Flipchart, and then increase these three values by 10%, 20%, and 40% respectively. That will give you the values for Azio, which is another company, for these 3 days. And then after that, once you got all the three values, you'll have to find out the average of all the three values. Okay. So this is how you can easily get your answer. Also, the calculations are pretty simple. So for Flipjar, the values for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So let us write these values. So 530. For Wednesday, it is 450. And for Friday, it is 550. Now, these values are to be increased by 10%, 20%, and 40% respectively. So for Monday, it is to be increased by 10%. So 530 ka 10%, it will be 53. So this value will become 583. All right, the first value. Second value to be increased by 20%. So 450, 10% will be 45, 20% will be double of that, that is 90. Adding these two, it will become 540. The third value to be increased by 40%. So again, 40% of 550 calculate करना है तो इसका 10% होगा 55. 40% will be 55 multiplied by 4, that is 220, and this value will be 770. Now let's add these three. So 3, 9, and 1 carry forward, 18. So 1893 is the sum of all the three values. Now we have to find out the average of these numbers. So 1893 divided by 3 should be the final answer, and that is 631. And this answer is correctly given by 7 students. 8 students have given this answer correctly. Nice, good. Next question, question number 11. The sum of the number of orders delivered by Amazon and Myntr together on Tuesday is what percentage? A similar question है percentage based, ठीक है? So First statement will give you a number, then the second statement will give you a number. So you'll have to find out the first number is what percentage more than the second number. Okay. Come on, quickly do this calculation. So पहला number find out करते हैं. हाँ? So first number is the sum of the number of orders delivered by Amazon and Myntr on Tuesday. So Amazon and Myntr 400 and 620. So 400 plus 620 is 1020 is the first number. Now this number is more than the other number by what percentage? So other number is orders delivered by Flipjar and Myntr on Wednesday. So Flipjar is 450 and Myntr is 350. So 450 plus 350 is 800. So 1020 is what percentage more than 800? So I take the difference of these two numbers and divide it by 800 and then multiply it by 100. Okay, this will be the final answer. So numerator is 220. 220 is what percentage of 800? Right? Double zero will also get cancelled. So 220 divided by 8. 220 को 8 से divide करना है. So 220 का half is 110. 110 का half 55. 55 का half 27.5. So whenever I have to divide any number by 8, I divide it by 2 3 times. So 2 से 3 times divide कर दो. 220 divided by 2 is 110. Then again divided by 2. Then again divided by 2. So the final answer here will be 27.5. Right? And that is the correct answer. Now let's move on and look at the next question. Now this one was given correctly by only two students, Pallavi and Kanishri. Okay, great. So only two students could give a correct answer for this. Wonderful. Nice. Let's move on to the next one. Question number 12. Slightly lengthy question, but not at all difficult. Okay. So do this question in different steps. So read one line at a time, interpret it, solve it, then move on to the next line. So the question is, the number of orders delivered by Amazon on Saturday is 30% more. So they are talking about Saturday now. So 5 days are given. They are talking about the sixth day, that is Saturday. So orders delivered by Amazon on Saturday is 30% more than that of Amazon on Wednesday. And the ratio of the number of orders delivered by Amazon on to that of Myntr on Saturday is 5:3. The total sum of orders delivered by Amazon, Flipjar and Myntr together on Saturday is 1644. Then find the number of orders delivered by Flipjar on Saturday. Now take this question in different parts, or I'll say that divided in three parts. So first of all, calculate the value on Saturday for Amazon, and then calculate the value of Saturday for Myntr, and adding these two, subtracting from the sum, will give you the value for Flipjar on Saturday. All right, I've already got one answer from Indian. Now, Indian, please be careful. Your answer to the last question was wrong. So make sure that you have cross-checked it once again before you have given your answer. Okay. All right. Any other student? So three students have given the answer, Indian, Om and Akshay. Three students. Nice. Yash, Pallavi. Okay, good. चलिए start करते हैं. So first of all, I'll look at this portion. The number of orders by Amazon on Saturday is 30% more than that on Wednesday. So Wednesday को Amazon के कितने ऑर्डर थे? 550. So Amazon on Saturday will become 550 when increased by 30%. Now 550 का 30%, 10% is 55, 30% will be 165. Okay, let's add these two. So 5, 1 and 7. So 715 is the number of orders delivered by Amazon on Saturday. Next part, the ratio of number of orders delivered by Amazon and Myntr on Saturday is 5:3. Now I already know the value for Amazon, that is 715. I just have to calculate the value for Myntr. So the value for Myntr will be 5 will get cancelled. So 143. 143 multiplied by 3. All right. So 429 is the value for Myntr. इसको भी यहाँ पे लिख देते हैं. So 429. Clear? Now Amazon is 715 and Myntr is 429. So their sum, Amazon plus Myntr, is equal to 1144. So 1144 is the sum of Amazon and Myntr. Okay. Now the total sum is given as 1644. So after taking the difference of these two, I'll get the value for Flipjar. So the difference of these two is 500, and that should be the value of Flipjar on Saturday. So for this one, all of you, those who have given the answer, somewhere around 10 students have given the answer, and all of you have given a correct answer, a perfect answer. Wonderful. All right. So that was the last question of this last set for the day. I hope you liked this one. And if you have liked this session but not pressed the like button, then please do that. Milan says this is one of the answer choices. Therefore, the number of orders delivered by Flipjar on Saturday. I don't understand 1636. I don't understand 1636. Milind. So it was 1644. That was the sum given on Saturday. Okay, so that is why answer is 500. All right. So please do press the like button, increase my motivation, and definitely I assure you that we'll be conducting the sessions for MHCT examination on daily basis, and there will be some new series that will be starting that will help you in the preparation for MHCT examination. So friends, that is all from my side. Now some important piece of information for all of you. Now the students who want to prepare for CAT 2023 and they want to join any of the batches at BYJU'S exam prep. So yes, we do have new batches available that will help you in the preparation of CAT 2023. So the complete details of one of those comprehensive programs are given on your screen. The link is also given in the description, using which you can do your enrollment. All right, great. Also, we are conducting a scholarship test for all CAT preparation programs. So you can avail up to 90% scholarship, and the scholarship test will be conducted on 4th of March at 7 p.m. So please do register for this scholarship test if you are preparing for CAT 2023 and take this test, avail as much scholarship as you can. Why MBA is the right career choice? Now, a session meant for those students who are still confused if they should take MBA as a career option or not. Now, for this, a wonderful session will be conducted on 28th of February at 7 p.m. The session will be taken by our expert, Saral sir. And please, by attending the session, you might be able to get a clarity in your mind as to why MBA needs to be your career choice. So devise your understanding for MBA as a right career choice with Saral sir. So that's all from my side, my dear friends. You can get social with us on these social media platforms. That's all. Thank you very much for being a part of this session. I hope that you liked this session. You would have learned something from this session. We'll keep on conducting these sessions again and again. Till then, have a wonderful time preparing for MHCT examination. Bye-bye.